Are you looking to establish a perennial screen around your food plot? Stay tuned for this video to avoid these common mistakes. When you're looking at trying to establish something that is going to take, or it's going to be years of benefit, there's some prep work that usually has to take place to make sure that you don't start off
on the wrong foot.
Absolutely.
And what we're talking about today is establishing a native perennial screen. So we're talking, native grasses such as a blend of big blue stem, Indian grass, switchgrass varieties.
Most guys tend to lean strictly on a switchgrass screen.
Right. But the diversity is great. Different height structures, breaks out outlines, but that's essentially the goal of this area back behind us. We've got a large food plot, a house close by on this small parcel, so screening and keeping that food plot is important. But there are necessary steps that have to be taken up front to get the long-term benefit that a perennial grass stand, native grass stand, is going to offer. If not, you can fall victim to a lot of weed issues, and you don't want to be doing that. You want that screen and security quickly. So some of the first steps is a multiple herbicide application on that site. So you want that during the growing season, but also many places deal with cool season type grasses. So one application of herbicide with the glyphosate cocktail,
broad spectrum.
Is going to be able to target the growing season weeds, but then following up in the fall when those cool season grasses are going to re-emerge if they weren't present during the growing season, gives you 2 time frames to be able to target that weed and essentially prep the site for planting the native blend, which most people don't know, but a native blend of whether you're dealing with grasses or grasses and forbs, it's a dormant season planting. You're not planting this during a growing season like most food plots.
You're not planting it when you're planting soybeans.
No.
You're planting it when you're planting wheat. Typically, you're planting in as February, March, April, even early May, depending on rainfall and depending on your place in the country.
Certainly. So the site prep of getting this section of weed-free section ready is certainly key. And so that's what's been done back behind us. We've got a food plot coming on, but this strip directly to our right is what is going to be the screen, about 30 feet wide. That will be most likely broadcasted. So we'll have to remove that turf grass and whatever thatch through a prescribed fire, small little strip, so that that seed, the fluffy seed and hard seed if you're doing switchgrass, can make direct contact to the ground. And then most likely too, in a preparation standpoint, we're going to go back and we're going to plant wheat over top of that. And so it fills in some gaps. And that first flush of coming out of planting during the dormant season, let's say we plant January 15th or February 20th, when the weeds want to come on in early April, we have not only wheat, but the native blend already planted kind of together. So it minimizes the competition of weeds coming on into your planting and gives you a little bit extra growth and protection for the native grasses that will be coming on later in the growing season.